I think it's come to that time that I make this video. You know, all throughout my teenage years and my early 20s. I'm 24 now, so all throughout my fucking early teens and you know my 20s, I kind of wasted my life, to be honest, in a way. Like, I was always trying to get women, chasing girls, and all this bullshit. But, it's taken me this long to kind of realize it. It's just... Oh, you guys might like my super, super dry jumper. Bringing that stuff away for like $100, baby. But let me get back to my topic. Chasing women and girls and trying to have sex with multiple women or do all this other stuff. It's a waste of time. Like, it took me this long to try to realize that it's pointless. Because, let me try to break it down for you guys out there. All that time that you're spending trying to get puss, you could be building a YouTube channel. You could be learning maths. You could be learning SQL. You could be learning programming. You could be... I'm just giving you guys my thoughts on what I could be doing. Me, my personal ambitions and thoughts. It's going to get in the way of that. Oh, my pasta's getting ready. I should probably turn that off and continue making this video. It's... unless you have, like, some type of social standing, you have a good Instagram account and you have, like, thousands of followers, or you have a huge YouTube channel, like you have 50,000 subscribers or maybe 200,000 subscribers, or you're making big bucks, or you have a social presence and people watch your videos and you're famous, or you're really handsome, or you have a lot of money, or you're very good at socializing with people, you have good social skills, then you're gonna get a lot of attractive women. But me, I mean, I'm a realist. I understand like how people view me. I understand how I'm perceived by the world. I understand how women perceive me. I understand how guys perceive me. I understand everything. Like, I understand that I'm not perceived as good looking as you would consider. I get all of that. So I've already come to terms with the fact that I may never get a girlfriend ever in my life, ever again. And I'm okay with that, I'm okay with that, I'm actually okay with that, to be honest. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, I can accept that, to be honest. Like, I can truly accept that. I can focus on making money. I can focus on making this YouTube channel a success. I can focus on building my own business. I can focus on so many other things that maybe I want to do, or don't want to do, or want to do, or I'm interested in. And if sex happens, it happens. But I mean, I'm not gonna chase it anymore like I used to, man. I mean, I realized that all that time I just wasted, man. I could have been a fucking Bill Gates level right now if I didn't do all that bullshit, all those years wasted. Man, I mean, that was a very dark time in my life. I think I did all that pickup stuff. I used to watch a lot of David Bond videos and stuff like that, and I would always love to, like, I was always thinking that maybe I should buy a GoPro and go to Thailand and try to pick up women. But I mean, I don't want to be a huge pessimist, and I don't want to be an extreme pessimist, but I am a pessimist. I'm not an extreme pessimist, but I don't want to sound too extremist. But if I was to do that, I'm not a white person. Like, if I go to Thailand, like, they will perceive me in a certain light. They perceive black people in a certain light in Thailand. Like, they look at them as, like, I don't know, whatever they look at them, like, they're racist over there in Thailand, which is okay. Like, the culture is like that, it is what it is. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying, like, it's interesting, how things play out. I mean, I've already come to terms with that. I mean, it's okay, it's cool. Like, I'm not really thinking about it. But I'm giving you guys my thought processes. Yeah, I mean, at that time, like, I was just trying to I was thinking about doing those things, and I was trying to be more social, try to get more women, and it took me this long to realize that. I'm 24 years old now. It took me this long to realize that all of that was just waste of time, just wasting valuable time I could be using to build up my skills and stuff like that. And it is kind of a hard pill to swallow, though. Like, you're never gonna have sex ever again. I mean, I could buy a hooker, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to buy a hooker. I mean, that's just a waste of money, right? Yeah, I don't really want a hooker. I mean, maybe if it gets really bad, I'll buy a hooker. Like, if it gets really bad, like, and I mean really bad, and I don't think it's gonna get to that point, so I'm not gonna do it. But I've gotten hookers before. I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, you pay her, you have sex, and you leave. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing to get a hooker. It's not. I'm not taking shots at people out there that do that stuff, but would I do it? I mean, if someone else offered me a hooker, shit, I'm not gonna turn it down, but I'm not gonna actively pay money and all that shit to try and get pussy. I mean, it's cool. Like, if I need to do something, I'll just jack off, man. It's not that serious, man. It's really not that serious, man. I mean, I'm cool. Like, I can control myself and my sexual desires and blah blah blah. But it's interesting. Like, I've given up on women. Like, it's just a wrap. Like, I've already given up on it. Like, it's just not. I've given up on it. I'm not even gonna actively pursue it anymore. Like, it's like you're chasing your own tail, man. You guys know how Daffy the Duck, not Daffy the Duck, but you know how, like, cats chase their own tail and shit. It's like you're chasing your own tail, man. Like, it's an exercise in futility. You're unless you have a huge Instagram account, or you're socially really active and you're very good and you have a very good social skill set, or you have a lot of money, or you're famous. You're not gonna get anything, man. And I think you should stop trying to actively pursue it, because if you're going after something that doesn't work and it's not work, you should just walk away. Like, I've walked away. I've figuratively walked away from women in general. Like, I'm not hating for those guys out there that are popular and all that shit. Like, do your thing, man. Like, it is what it is. But I'm not hating. I'm just putting it out there. Like, I mean, I'm putting it out there more so because I don't really care anymore. I've got other interests now. Yeah, I've already given up, man. Like, it's a waste of time. Like, you guys out there, if you're not popular, or you don't have a lot of money, or you're not famous, or you don't have, like, so many fucking followers on Instagram, don't bother with women, man. It's just you're wasting your time, man. Like, because, I mean, maybe it's because I have, like, unrealistic standards and I want a girl that's, like, super hot. If I don't get that, then I'm like, what's the point? Like, because I'm not going to accept a substandard product. Like, would you guys accept a substandard product? Or would you accept a substandard business? That's just not in my nature. I just don't have that mentality. Like, I don't do that. I just don't have that mentality. Like, the mentality of wanting things that are less than the best, or obviously I'm not looking to date no supermodels, but, like, decently attractive women, like, I guess above average is what I want. And if I can't get that, then, I mean, I think I can accept that I'll be alone for the rest of my life. I can accept that. I can truly accept that I'll be alone for the rest of my life. Like, marriage isn't really on the cards for me. Girlfriend, I mean, it would be nice if I get it. If I don't get it, I can accept it, man. I can be at peace with that. There are times when obviously I do want that type of relationship dynamic, but I can kind of suppress those thoughts internally, because I realize that I mean, I always measure every decision that I make based on how it's gonna affect me and how I'm gonna benefit. Am I gonna benefit, or am I gonna benefit more than it's gonna affect me? Like, Because when you're in a relationship with a person, or be it a guy or a girl or whatever, it takes effort, time, money, resources, energy. Like you're expending so much time and energy into something and someone, and they're expending energy into you, and it's like and it takes a lot of time out of your day, and takes a lot of energy, takes a lot of money. Not a lot, but it does take money as well. I mean, obviously, if you're in a relationship, I assume people would want to benefit from that. Obviously, well, why would you be in a relationship if you're not going to benefit from it? It doesn't really make any sense, I assume. Um, but to be honest, I don't. I mean, I'm at peace with that. Like, I did have a previous girlfriend. It didn't work out, mostly because of my own selfish, reasons and stuff like that. But I don't really want to get into that. She doesn't really want, like, I mean, I don't really want to bother her. Like, I'm not gonna mention her name, but um, I was in a previous relationship and it didn't work out because I kind of self sabotaged the relationship, more so because I was always thinking about myself and was worried about myself. I wasn't really thinking about the other person. And it didn't work out, for a bunch of reasons. And obviously, there have been times where I do miss the person, but I think it's time to move on. I've already moved on, but I'm just kind of internalizing my thoughts here. But yeah, you know, it is tough. It does get tough at times though, because when you see the world, but then you look at the world and you see, sometimes you ask yourself, why am I so different than other people? Like, when you look outside and you see all these other people with relationships and stuff, and then I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then I'm thinking, okay, why am I different? Like, shit. I mean, I get it. 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 I honestly understand, like, the difference. They put more energy into that stuff and they care more about relationships than I do. That's pretty much the realistic answer, right? I mean, they care more than I do. I mean, obviously, if I cared last time, then I would probably still be in that relationship. But to be honest, I self sabotaged it more so because I probably wanted it to end secretly. What are some ways that I would self sabotage? I don't know. I don't really want to tell you guys because you guys are just gonna talk shit about me. But I'm gonna say it, like, I did cheat. I was constantly cheating. Constantly trying to fuck other girls. Constantly cheating. Constantly lying. Constantly just being an asshole, to be honest. Like, and I realized that I can't really be around other people like that though. Like, I mean, it's just weird. I really can't be around other people like that. Like, when I'm around other people, it's just, I'm always trying to find ways to, like, kind of figure out what their weaknesses are. So I can't be around other people that much because I'm constantly on the on button and I'm constantly trying to find ways to, well, obviously, I'm not talking about, like, if I'm at work or if I'm training at a jiu-jitsu gym. I'm obviously not trying to manipulate anybody. I'm just training. But I can't be around people in a social setting like that, man. I just can't. Like, I can't because it's just not gonna work out. Either I'm gonna self sabotage, or I'm just gonna do something that's gonna kind of set the other person off, and I'm gonna get set off, and then we're just gonna end it. I can't do it, man. You guys are probably gonna be like, oh, okay, why did the relationship fail? It failed because of my selfishness and my, you know, and kind of my ego a little bit. I did lose a lot of my ego training in jiu-jitsu, but yeah, I've given up on women. Like I've seriously given up on it. Like it's just not in the cards for me. It's not in the cards for me. Having friends, that's also not in the cards for me. It's just not. It's just not, man. Like I can't be around other people like that, man. I just can't. I can't. Because either I'm gonna do something that's gonna set them off, or they're gonna do something and I'm gonna get set off. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for you guys. I just can't. I can't. I don't want to be around other people that material. I'd rather be by myself. I'm just telling you guys straight up. Like that's just how I am. That's the kind of person I am. I can't change it. I'm always thinking about myself and myself and myself and me. It's all about me. And that's who I am, right? Like if I was to get into a relationship with a hot girl or something, I'd probably self sabotage that one too. You know, I mean, you're always looking for something better. You're always looking for someone better. You're always thinking about. I'm always gonna constantly be cheating. I can't be in a relationship. Let's be honest here. Like I'm not gonna be be a good person and happy, and I'm just gonna be constantly cheating. So relationships are not for me. I think relationships are not for me. They're just not, man. Like I'm always either I'm gonna cheat or I'm gonna self sabotage it by not really talking to the person that much. Yeah, and there's another thing. I was just being very distant and not caring, and you know, it just fell apart. And then eventually it just fell apart, and she's gonna go move on with her life, and I'm gonna move on with my life, and that's all that's gonna happen. And in general, people kind of repulse me, man. To be honest, people just repulse me. Like I just don't. I don't know. I just don't like people in general. I just like being alone. To be honest, I honestly don't like being around other people like that. I just don't like it. Like, am I bad for that? Like, I don't know. I just don't like being around other people. It's just not in the cards for me. I mean, if I could just be alone and make money and become a millionaire and be happy like that, I'd be happy just being alone. Like, I've been alone my whole life. Like, even through high school, I was alone. Sixth form, I was alone. Even now that I'm in university, I'm alone. I've always been alone. Like, um, and then it's like I'm trying to be someone that I'm not when I'm around other people. Like I'm trying to please them. It's like my alter ego takes over and I become this different person. You know, I do have an alter ego. Like I have different personalities for different people that I meet and interact with. I act differently with different people. I'm not the same person uniformly across the board. I'm really not the same person across the board like that. I'm not. I'm really not. Like I'm not. I'm really not the same person uniformly. Like when you look at a board, like, not a board, but I mean I don't know, like one size fits all approach. It's not a one size fits all approach. It's tactics. It's different ways. It's it's yeah. It's just different bullet points and stuff like that. But yeah, my life right now. Uh, it just consists of learning SQL and trying to build my own website, making this YouTube channel a success, making money, passing my exams. That's all I care about right now. I'm not worried about anything else. It's not in the cards for me. I like reading books. I like listening to audiobooks. Um, I like working out. I like going to the gym. You know. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys. I don't know. You probably didn't learn anything, but I appreciate you guys for watching. Whoever is watching, probably no one, but peace.